There we go, chapter 3. Very cool.
Hope there's a lead on Luis here.
Need a key. Well, it's cool that you can stream on your tablet and play games from that too. Like, trust me, I understand how frustrating it can be to play harder, I guess more graphic dependable games on a computer that's kind of old. Ooh, I found
What have we here?
a key. It looks like a key, Ada. I don't know. I think it's a key. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna keep doing this. If it starts to stutter, please let me know. I totally forgot about the stuttering. Yeah. If you need computer recommendations, ask in our Discord. Because there's quite a few techies that will help in choosing a reasonably... No.
Hi, my pretty.
What happened? What came first, the chicken or the egg? I mean, the chicken came first at me, and the egg was there, so I guess that solves that mystery. We have quite a few tech people who can probably point you in the right direction for a reasonably priced computer that's good for video games. You will probably want something that...
This could use some cleaning.
That's disgusting. You probably want something that's multitask. And can multitask. Hold on, I am not in full screen. Okay. Is it still stuttering? It's still stuttering. Is it still stuttering? Is it still stuttering? Is it stuttering? They look ridiculous. It's a little. It's. I was in window. I was in windowed street. And now I'm in full screen. Are you sure? I like playing in full screen because it's immersive for me. No stutter? No stutter at all. Really?
Good night, my little
Good night,
ones.
Larry. Thank
Happy
you.
dreams.
Cell for awaiting judgment. Brothers and sisters, our Lord is displeased. Do not recklessly slay outsiders at will. All people have a right to fair judgment. Henceforth we shall deliver solemn justice without prejudice. Take anyone you capture to the factory basement. Do the same with the traitors. Are you sure there's no stutter, you guys? It feels like there's stutter. Okay, there's a picture.
I bet they took him here.
Is it the... Ooh. I don't... That really sucked. Oh, he really got me. Like, oh, shit. No, no, thank you. I heard a bomb over there.
after me, huh?
Yeah, I don't like limping. Gotta get through that.
Looks like I gave them the slip.
Got some new wares, stranger. You're rich in the streets.
You guy, I haven't even gotten that much money. Some grubby theft has stolen a jacket? One of those nice sheepskin leather ones. Think you can get it back? Wait, isn't that the one that Leon wears? Yeah, you can. Definitely. Just put your mind to it and it will happen. Why am I getting shotgun? Do you have a shotgun I can buy? Do you have a shotgun I can buy? You do, don't you? You do. A sawed-up shotgun.
You'll get some bang for your buck.
I don't have any space, though. Carbon fiber attaché case increases the drop rate of resources S.
Years haven't been kind to us.
Gunpowder. I want more bag space, which you probably have. Yes, you do. Okay.
All yours, stranger.
So,
Your valuables won't do you much.
I can't buy it yet. I mean, I could have, but I need more room. Is there there's an auto sort button. Look at all the grenades I have. And some more health. Okay, health. The eggs are health. Flash grenades.
Again soon, stranger.
Bye, stranger. Well, we're technically friends, right?
Take a look. Something's bound to... catch your eye.
Just gonna check over here. Actually, no, I'm not. I know that place leads to like the old place I started with. This is where Leon and Lewis
Got
is.
something?
Oh, so I can see footprints. Interactive Retinal Inquiry System, IRIS. Iris. The Iris will allow you to see clues that are almost invisible to the naked eye. This will enable Ada to discover new information to aid her in her mission.
Must be the big guys.
That is pretty cool. Why can't we all have this stuff? Oh.
Won't budge.
Give me that knife. Y'all, no. You gotta be kidding me! I did not! You son of a... I did not touch that. I was getting close to it like the Trapper on DVD to... This is some BS. Don't you even start a trap count. Oh shit. Don't get it. Get it. Oh shit. Shouldn't you be dead? Hey, that's Leon's jacket. Yeah. Punk. Okay, remember the rats? Yeah, I was supposed to kill the... I probably should have just led them here. That was a waste of ammo, and I got hurt. Is there anything in here? Oh, a crop. I don't have any room. Oh, it goes inside. I don't have any room. Don't I have storage somewhere?
I can feel it. You're the type to get welcome. I've got something new for you, mate.
Where's the
Next
storage?
time, buy something, eh?
He's pissed. There we go. Now, the only thing I can put in storage are weapons. Okay, but now I have room for the crossbow. Almost forgot the crossbow. I don't remember the three of them
Kobe's down here.
meeting up down here, but oh, not this again with the
Not good.
We like yellow herbs. Gives us more health. Okay, good. We can craft it into this one. So we have 2 eggs and a full health with extra health.
Not a soul in sight. These belong to Luis. Did Luis do this?
They worked as a team, I'm pretty sure. Leon and Luis. Gross. Ah, his smokes. That's how she got him back to throw at him again. Wait, there's something. Oh, okay. Unknown numbers 422-1625.
Is this his frequency?
I knew you'd find me.
That's my job. Are you about ready to hand over the amber?
There's a big house just outside the village past the windmill. You know it.
Yeah, I know it.
Then I'll meet you here. I'll be waiting.
Oh, crud. Well, I'm actually glad I saved... Why are there 2 chainsaw people? And this is a lot. I guess I can utilize my grenades?
Sorry, Luis. It might be a while.
Oh, don't waste any bullets. Oh no, that one's gonna get to it, get to it. Nice. Right before it. You do not want them to turn into parasites. It's harder and longer to kill them. I don't want to get trapped either. But I want to make sure that I'm luring them into the bomb area. Okay, this is fun. Okay, that killed one. Please. Come on, buddy. You have got to be kidding me. Jesus. I'm
Sorry, not interested.
really not interested in that chainsaw guy. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Oh, I could do that. Did that hurt?
You're a tough one.
You really are tough. It's kind of insane. It totally does. Oh, God. Jesus. Oh, his eyes are creepy as hell. Did he break another knife? Why won't you just die? Okay, hurry up. Please load. Please reload. I think it's dead. I think it's dead. No, it's not dead. Alright, alright. Guys, that was a... Oh my god, it's still alive. Oh my god. That... What's insane? That was 3 explosions and like all my pistol bullets. But I didn't use any grenades. Now we have another chainsaw person. And quite a few zombies, if I do recall. I wish that zombie didn't get him, Ada. There we go, this guy. I got you, Granny! Oh, shit. I'm out of bullets. So what can we do here? Just fucking die. Oh, Jesus. Oh, hold on, you guys. My eye drop. It's time for my eye drops.
I'm empty.
Gotta be kidding me. Oh, I'm in the worst place. Really? Really? Death by Granny. Death by Granny chainsaw. Hold on, I gotta put my eye drops in. Damn, I didn't want to die. I was trying to go back further in the you knew what I was trying to do. And I took a wrong turn. I turned too soon on the left turn, and I got into this cubby hold. And then I panicked. I was using a flash grenade. But then she said, I thought I could parry, by the way, and I couldn't. So I guess I can parry the big guy who I killed first, but not the granny. Or I'm out of knives. And I didn't realize that I'm out of knives. Whoops. Wasted. Oh. It looks to me like it's still stuttering. Maybe it's not. I'm just... I'll fix it later. Shit. Death by Snoo Snoo. That stutters when it's not when it's in full screen. It's so maybe it's not. Maybe it's just adjusting. Okay. Okay, here we go. Round 2. Oh, oh.
Ada? I knew you'd find me.
That's my job. Are you about ready to hand over the amber?
There's a big house just outside the village past the windmill. You know it.
Yeah, I know it.
Then I'll meet you here. I'll be waiting.
Jesus, that scared me. that fucking granny.
Boys, might be a while.
Okay, so let's do this. Hey, why don't you get out of my way, would you? Oh, you son of a... Where did you come from? Okay, okay, okay. No, no, don't... You're a fool! You're a fool! You fool! Everybody, come here. Come here. Come here. Oh God, oh God. Get out of my way. Okay, one by one, I'm gonna take you guys out. Oh, he's still alive. Oh, you're still alive. Okay, they're literally killing each other. Well, you guys are pretty durable. Another one? Are you dead? Are you dead? Holy shit, he's after me! Run, dude! Oh, you know what? I got some grenade. I got some arrows too, don't I? Open the door. I got one for Granny too. You guys are ridiculous. Seriously. Durability. Just fucking drop. Please. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? Oh my god, that is the strongest. I think. Shit. Jesus Christ. I think he's dead. Okay. Oh, cool. I needed these. Oh, I gotcha. That's not good. That's not good at all. She is pretty cool, right? I know. It's like an army combative knife, but even stronger. A regular knife, I would assume, would just shatter, but I don't want to test that under a chainsaw. Unless it was in a laboratory, and I was behind a very thick layer of glass, and a machine was holding the knife.
Bad day.
Oh, fuck? Are you serious?
Wesker.
Wesker's here?
To what do I owe this pleasure?
Stop wasting my time, Ada. Find Lewis. Fetch me the amber.
I should probably thank you for this room. Are you staying? To back me up?
I'm not here to babysit you. See that you remain an asset and not a liability. I have absolutely no use for your incompetence.
Whoa, bitch.
Easy with the threats, Wesker.
Just get it done. I'll be in touch.
You're okay. I've been waiting and you're still coming, right?
super rude.
Yes, just had some business to attend to. I'm on my way now.
Got it. See you soon. Ciao.
It's very dark. Okay, so I'm here. Crap, I gotta go pretty far. I gotta go pretty far, guys. Okay. It's really dark. Oh, is this like the flashlight that I have on my chest? Or like by my shoulder? That's fucking cool. I feel so FBI or CSI or wait, what? Special Forces. Yeah, that's the word. Oh, it's coming down like cats and dogs. I do not like getting my hair wet. Don't I have like some FBI umbrella I could put on my head that just... I think I saw a couple of people... Did I hear something? Oh yeah. Wesker is a very powerful being. After the T virus, I think he infused in the first, and then the you'll find out in number 5, but... Want to look at the map again? Okay, I'm heading in the right direction. Fuck. Oh no, now they're popping heads. Now they're... Oh, you piece of sh... Alright, go away. I hate when they're popping their heads like that. They're so much harder to kill. Well, they're not harder, they're just like more bullets. Popping his damn head. Scrawled orders. The outsider is in the villa. Assemble the village, awaken our great child. Interesting.
I have some new goods that might interest you.
You're not here in the rain, fool.
Welcome.
Go get sick.
I'm into some other bits and bobs too, man.
I got the jacket.
I knew you were a go-getter.
For sure.
Good stuff. People look welcome. A deal well struck.
Yes, just like a
Now
lazy
go
dude.
and cause some
Were you gonna say mayhem? Madness? Misfortune?
eh?
Oh, mayhem. He said mayhem. Misfortune? Flash grenade. I suppose I should put the bow away and get the rifle, but
Fun rhymes with fun for a reason, stranger.
put that on a t-shirt and sell it. How much health do I have? That one. I actually have a lot of gunpowder. So yeah, I'm gonna get my rifle back. Not that I don't like the crossbow.
You're sure to
I don't have any bullets. Oh, I've got more storage now, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm gonna put that away anyways.
find something.
Stranger. Totally. And he's also raging with a virus. A crazy virus. Do I hear... It's like do I hear them talking somewhere? No. Oh. Hello. Ooh, my goodness! Fuck yeah. Oh, no, fucking Jesus. Oh, my shit, he's about to go away, you piece of shit. Oh, yeah, that's right. Flash grenades really, they hate flash grenades. Those little buggy guys. Good. Look at that guy. He's just going crazy. It's like, whoa, I'm a light. I'm a lamp and it's windy. Let me feel my oats and swing back and forth. Thank you for the ammo. I'm gonna eat an egg. Why not? Actually, I might just have both. Let me just get my health up a little bit. I have one first aid spray. A grenade. Come on now. Okay. Don't you dare turn into a thingy. Don't you dare. Oh, I missed. How could I miss? He's right there. Don't you dare turn into a bug. Okay. I love this rifle. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Come on. Oh, come on. I thought I could hit it. And have him light it again. And ooh! Come on, throw it. Oh, crap. I can't do it. It's too far. Yeah, turn into a stupid bug. Blow up. Good night. Tell you what I can do from here. Hey, buddy. The remake of Resident Evil 5 is going to be so cool. Other one? Light it. Light it. Oh, you mother. I do too, Neko. Oh my gosh. I want them to take their time, right? Like, we don't want another rushed remake. Like, 3 felt rushed, right? I do enjoy Resident Evil 3. It's just very short. It feels more like a DLC. You know, I can beat Resident Evil 3 in like 6 hours if I really rushed through it. Whereas Resident Evil 2 felt like a really good, thought out remake. You know, I don't dislike 3. I just felt like it could have been held with proper care more, I guess. Like, there are some parts in the original 3 that I don't think were in the remake. And 4 was such a really good remake that I hope that they take their time with 5, because it was the first co-op one, and you know, we have like a whole different storyline than 4. It's in its own little world. Okay, that, oh, okay. So I'm very eager and excited about. And maybe before then, probably before then, we will complete Resident Evil 5, the original. I must have come this way already. That's some strong-ass wind. OMG, y'all, look at this, look at this, look at this. Did I miss the gathering? Let me just wait. Yeah, they seem fine over there. They got it. I'm just gonna collect some stuff. And it wouldn't be a Resident Evil game without a time limit at the end, like you're about to die. Wouldn't that look cute? Oh, a combat knife. You guys need help? Are you...
My, you are a popular one, Luis.
It's not just him. It's actually they're there for Leon Scott Kennedy, actually.
Sorry, big guy. Can't let you go that way.
What am I supposed to do? You want me to defeat the giant? Oh shit! Oh shit! You fucking... You tell me there's more than one way to run around here? Can I just hide? Does it like hurt me every time I... Is it gonna break the house? I mean, I'm shooting it in the brain, right? Like, if it had a brain, it would be really, like, hurt. Right? Oh. Reload faster. Okay, it's thingy. Oh god, it grabbed me. Oh Jesus, it grabbed me. I gotta go. I gotta go. Oh, I know. Why is this? First of all, how is it still alive? And what? It keeps grabbing me. I think I get too close. I'm getting close. I'm panicking. I'm panicking a little here. Okay, this is not fun. What's going on? Sorry, guy. Excuse me. Excuse me. Blow up, please. Okay, I shot the fucking. Maybe I can't. Okay, I can't get too close to it. It must have a very thick skull. That's all I gotta say. Oh, okay. I think I hit it. All right. Just need a little bit more, and I missed. Gosh darn it. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. I think I hit it. Alright, so it can destroy the buildings. Did that hit me? I don't think it hit me. Yep. Okay, I think I'm out of knives, you guys. Please stop moving, big guy. Alright, that should have hurt, right? Come on. I'm almost out of bullets. It's no big deal. Okay, that's 2. Oh, it's down, it's down. Get there, get there, get there, get there, get there. Let me do something. Oh, shit. You look very mad! Oh, shit. I wonder if this will even do anything. Oh, that's not good. You made some sandwich? Nice. Oh, come on. Focus. I think I did it. It's about to jump. Come on, Ada. Come on, Ada. It's literally standing still. Okay. There's some stuff on the go. Oh, God, that's a dead end. I think it's right behind me. Oh, yellow diamond. Oh, it's gonna crush that rock and throw it. Come on. Nope, too far. Oh. Shit. Okay. What can I do? What can I do to survive this? I have a full health first aid, which I'm gonna use. I'm out of bullets. Can I craft bullets? I can craft handgun bullets. That's good. Can I craft more? I can. Awesome. I'm happy. I'm pleased. Now, can I craft even more? No, I can't. Okay, but I'm gonna reload now. And it crushed the fucking house I was on. Oh my god. 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 There's another herb. Fuck your stupid little. Just fuck jump. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, it's gonna charge me, it's gonna charge me. Shit. Come on. I don't have many bullets, so I really need to make sure my aim is a lot better than what it is right now. It's gonna crush the rock and throw a punch! Okay, I hit it. Boom. Oh shit. Okay, it's good. It's sturdy. Sturdy. Okay, okay, okay. Get down, get down. Okay, okay. Please just die soon. That was at least 3 good hits. Crap. Wait, did I hit it? No. Stop moving! Stop moving! Okay, well, ow. First of all, ow. Secondly, you will be getting the bill. I don't have homeowner's insurance. That's on me. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Come on, Ada. Oh, shit. Please just, like, die soon? Oh, Jesus, you guys. This is... Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Shaggy. Ruh-roh, Shaggy. Can I get 2 in a... You know, let's just use this one.
Now look at the mess you've made.
Seriously. Three bullets left. Okay, he's gonna rock throw. Oh, you. Wait, where'd that come? Oh, okay. So when he throws rocks, he also gives me ammo. It's kind of cool. I mean, that's on you, guy. Unlimited ammo. I'm gonna sit here the whole game and just dodge you until I feel like I've got all the ammo I want. Here he comes with a rock throw. Start running. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not every time, but... Oh god, he's gonna charge! Show me your head. This one. Shit. This comes with a rock throw again. He's gonna get on his hands and knees. Come on, get there closer than this. Get there closer. Please. What is going on? What just happened? Why did it pause? Oh. Why did it do that? But I killed it, so that's cool.
Now stay down.
Thank you, country boy.
Sweet
Good
dreams.
job.
Thank you, Neko.
Hey, got a smoke?
I do. The kind you like. Now where's the amber?
Unfortunately, it's not on me at the moment. And you really should be telling me what a good job I did. Busted my ass and managed to hide it right before I got caught. Which is why I'm still alive.
The deal was, we get you out of here when you deliver the amber. No amber, no protection, Luis.
Such a stickler for details, Ida. Okay, then. I'll go get it now. How about that? And I do have something else I need to get, too.
On to the castle. Chapter ends.